Yeah, I'm good. Good.
You're doing good? Okay. Hello, Mark. Hi. I do this for every video. Yeah.
Formal, very formal.
Yep.
Just being watched by some kind of international.
Oh hell yeah! I think it's because they know we're gonna speak some facts. That there is like a stream of energy that happens when you look at something, or that when something.
Right.
What?
Well,
What was that about?
It's a It's like a particular interpretation of quantum theory. Where so at the basis of reality there's the atom.
Right.
Right, and it's surrounded by electrons, and they exist. They don't exist in a fixed point until they're observed. So they only exist as possibilities. It's like the Schrodinger's cat.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He's not
What
there.
we're
The
talking
cat's
about.
not there, or you can't see the cat. The cat's not there, or not there.
Right.
Until you open the box.
Right.
It's like that essentially.
Uh-huh.
So the idea is, unless there's an observer,
Right.
like something doesn't actually exist. Essentially.
Right.
So basically, the act of observing something has a very powerful force. Like the action of a conscious observing something in reality has a very powerful force.
Right.
So then I think we were talking about, like, this effect goes along cameras. So
Yeah.
They did an experiment where they look at light going through. It's called the, I think, triple slit experiment. So you shoot light through these 3 slits,
Right.
and the result changes depending on whether the experiment is observed.
Right.
So that can be observed with a person sitting in the room, or a camera that is later watched.
Right.
See what I mean?
Exactly.
So I think we came to this idea that maybe when you're observed, for example, as we are now, if this gets got 1,000 views or 2,000 views,
Right.
even though we're being observed now, it's as if we're being observed by the 1,000 people now, because the time is essentially irrelevant to that aspect.
To
You
that
see what I mean?
phenomenon, yes.
Because in this experiment,
Yeah, that makes
of the 3
sense.
slits, it's being observed by the scientists much later, yet it's having an effect on the photons. I think electrons.
Yeah.
Electrons being shot through the 3 slits at the time.
So what exists is basically what we're observing right now. Which
Yeah.
is a very valid point, actually, because you have the knowledge of some things existing outside of yourself, but to yourself as a person, the only things that exist that are proven to exist are the things that you can observe
Like right now.
and that you can feel right now, right? Because that also goes. I remember I was looking at this video game design thing that happened in games, for example, like Skyrim. Which I don't know if this is the technology that they use in Skyrim.
It only exists
but
when you're looking at
it only exists when you're looking at it in FPS. So when you're switching around, and there's a very interesting graph. I'll try to find it and put it on the video, but you can see that those things aren't actually real. If you were to seclude yourself in a cabin for a month or something.
Yeah.
And there was nobody there. How would you know that that you're still existing? I guess and this also
I thought about this, but you're observing yourself.
You're observing
you're
yourself.
Under the constant observation of yourself.
That is
But
true.
what if you close, you just lock some stuff inside a building? How does time still affect them? That's what I wonder. If we're going along the observation effect.
Yeah.
Are we guessing maybe everything is being observed in some sense?
In
Even
some
if
sense.
you can't see it naturally, it's being observed in other senses.
Would you say that if I have a room and the room is completely bare, there's nothing on the walls, and I put a box in the room, and then I put a chair in the room, would you say that the box is being observed by the chair and that the chair is being observed by the box?
No, probably
Can
not.
objects observe each other?
No, because there's no consciousness, is there?
There's no consciousness.
Yeah,
That is true.
This is observing us, but if no one ever sees it, it wouldn't really be observing, would it? Right?
No,
This
yeah,
is like an eye,
it
but
wouldn't.
it's only an eye if it's used by a consciousness. Otherwise, it's just
That is true.
just a matter
So,
of plastic, right?
if I were to not post this video, would it still exist? It would exist inside of it. It wouldn't exist right now because I wouldn't be able to see it. But if I didn't upload this video, it wouldn't exist.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because there would be nobody observing it, right?
This moment would only exist in our memories, and any passers-by, right, looking at us. So, because forget about it. If we forgot
If we
about it,
forgot
like
about it,
a couple of
it
days,
wouldn't
we might-
exist.
maybe a couple of days, couple of months, we forget about it, and then this will never have existed, really.
Wow.
And like that's probably most of history, right?
That's crazy. Yeah, that is true. That is true. And
Non-existence.
there is a sense of omnipresence in today's age. You know why? Well, because basically
They're being observed all the time.
we are being observed all the time. But if someone is looking at your profile picture or your picture online, you're existing.
Yeah.
In that moment, you're existing
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah,
else
yeah,
that
yeah.
you're not even aware of.
You're like country. Yeah, you're It's. I've thought about. I've thought about this, and you make me think about it in a different way. Like it's kind of like if we think of, if we look at to our conversation earlier, like the double slit, or was it triple slit? Anyway, the experiment, like
Yeah.
observing something has an effect on that thing.
Yeah.
Like
We're running out of memory.
So much.
Yeah.
We're being observed so much. Like
Yes.
on WhatsApp, on Instagram, by CCTV, everything.
Everything.
That we're constantly observed. What does that affect? Does that make us anxious? Do we feel like there's always eyes on us? Is that something of that's? I
feel like
that's
there
just
is.
part of modern
I feel like there
psychology.
is.
We
Well-
always feel like we're being watched by.
Well, I feel
others.
like everything is much more consequential today than it was before. You know, I feel like people before maybe lived with more recklessness because of that. Because of the fact that there were so many things that no one would never know about, because you would be the only observer in the room. So that being said, that's a good way to like end it and to like leave it in thought. Like, who do you think you would be if nobody would be watching? If there was no one watching?
Or if there's just like only 6 people would watch you in your whole life. Think about it. Like
Who would
if you're
you be?
like some rural family or whatever
Who would you be?
back in the day.
Yeah, sir. I hope we get to do another one of these. Hell yeah.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
What?